Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing another new news video. I feel like the last type of one of these ones I did, sort of a vlog-esque one, was what was it? Beginning of February. It's near the end of February. It's of this recording the 24th of February, 2020. So yeah. The colour scheme of this poster always kind of reminds me of Pyramids Mars, even though obviously it's not. It's clearly Brown and Morbius, but yeah. And also the angle at which Tom's at in the poster kind of makes me think he's like driving Bessie, which is kind of really weird because obviously Bessie is not in that story. Man, I wish Bessie, the car, would come back with Jodie, but yeah, very strange. I think what I love about doing these types of videos for me personally is that they're about me personally and kind of for me personally, as narcissistic or bad or whatever that sounds. Again, they're cathartic, they're like a little bit of a time capsule, and that I've been thinking for quite a while, like lately, of this thing that the Saturday Night Live show, or there was a show, American show called Seinfeld. I think might be a Saturday Night Live show, or skit, I don't know, but either way, or just a sitcom that ran for a really long time. But either way, the reason why it worked is that the elevator pitch for it was, well, probably not the elevator pitch because it sounds terrible, like a terrible elevator pitch, but there's a quote, infamous quote, that goes along with this show, which is that it's a show about nothing, basically, and I've been thinking a lot about that lately, and I think that's what I like about doing these videos, that they can just be anything I want to talk about. I know ages ago, or way back when, like, for lack of a better term, oh well, not lack of a better term, someone I know commented, someone I know in real life, commented in one of these videos below, I think on the actual YouTube channel of sorts, saying like, oh, why don't you do one where you're filming outside of just your house and your bedroom? And it's like, but I think that person is, and if they know who they are, it'd be interesting to see what they'd say to me, either face to face or in the comment section. But I think, honestly, I think they're kind of, for lack of a better term, missing the point of why I do these videos, because, or why I do them here in my bedroom as well, and that, as weird as that sounds, because this is like, this and a few other places are like safe spaces for me, safe havens, I surround myself by things that I understand, and yeah, sure, it's all just very similar Doctor Who crap, you might think, or childish stuff, or stuff that, you don't like, but that's kind of the point. It's not about other people, it's about me, and yeah, sure, that might sound really selfish, but considering the amount of shit that I've gone through over the years, surely I can be allowed to be a bit selfish from time to time. Dare I admit that, but I don't know. Yeah, these are just random scribbles from, like, literally just all of this is just scribbles from, like, as far back as 2017, I want to say, like, college. So some college assignment paper things, document-y things that I printed out to then actually look through and try and do the college work, but then I ended up just scribbling on them, and I kept them, which I think is kind of funny. And then there's a cardboard box under it, because that cardboard box, and this bit of cardboard box, which was for apples of all things, which will look really good when I have an idea for it, is for Labo, the Nintendo Labo that I got for Christmas, if you recall. I still haven't built it, which is pretty bad, I guess. I think I normally like the month of February, but this year's month of February has been, it's kind of dragged. I think, for me anyway, hopefully it hasn't dragged for other people, but the point that I was going to say is that, like, yeah, I want to say I started the month optimistic, and then it kind of has dipped in the middle, and I feel like we're getting back a bit, and yeah, I don't know, it's just a bit weird, really, because it's a lot of stuff's happened at Specialist Autism Service, and just, yeah, personal life and things, and I'm a control freak with not a lot of control, let's be honest. You know, I guess the only thing any of us can take control of is ourselves, and that's about it, really. And even then, if you're on the spectrum, you probably feel like most of the time you don't even have control over yourself half the time. Because of, you know, your age, or the fact that your brain works differently, and, you know, because you need support doing stuff, and that, and, you know, so yeah, bit naff there, I guess, but yeah, really like this a lot. Very strange, isn't it, really? But yeah, it's pretty dusty, needs a good clean. You know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and say this on camera, dun dun dun, but I have been thinking about a little bit of a, like, channel update, I guess, but sorry for the poor, terrible lighting, it's because I'm using that, and that's about it, really, because it's around 5-ish, 5:30ish, and it gets dark pretty early now, I guess, or the weather's just grim outside. But anyway, what I was going to say is, I'm going to bite the bullet and admit that I was, or have been for the longest time, really wanting to do a Dalek collection update video of like all my Doctor Who Dalek action figures that I've got, you know. Although at this point it would be really cool and or neat, at least I think so anyway, to wait until I get the Dalek from Resolution, the Reconnaissance Dalek, I want to call it? Or is it just called the Dalek from Resolution? Fuck it, let's just call it that. Talking about Resolution, I have Resolution now in my collection, so I'm up to date, kind of, from 2005 to Resolutions 2019, which is pretty incredible, really, I think, personally. And that, I know I know one of my friends, Michael, it always bothers him that Series 2 isn't there, and it's like, well, I can't fit it there, so that's why it's not there, and I also have the limited edition of it, so it's like, it just wouldn't fit there, or I could just take it out and then try and fit it there, but it's a box set about the size of all these ones, so, yeah. Yeah. As if the guy who invented the Lego minifigures passed away. It's kind of weird. But I mean, I was thinking it was quite sad, and I got a bit sad, and then I was thinking, you know what, but think of the, like, impact and the legacy he's got, you know, not just, you know, it's like across the world, and then, you know, generationally, but also across the world, you know, it's like, not even probably 1% of the human population, less than 1% of the human population can say that about themselves. Like, you know, when Matt Groening eventually passes away, he'll have 3 TV shows to his name and a lot, probably, of awards for comedy writing and The Simpsons, and the, you know, indelible mark that he's left, and likewise with the guy who invented the Lego minifigure. You know, just insane. I really do like the pizza one, the pizza boy, and that's pretty friggin' funny. But yeah, I've been thinking about getting Snake Pass. I think it's called Snake Pass for quite a while. It's very Banjo-Kazooie-esque, I want to say, the art style of the game and that. But yeah, yeah, pretty awesome indeed. I regret buying this. I wish it was a lot longer. It's like the TARDIS key, but I just have it there, blue tacked to the wall. It's kind of annoying, really, because it's just like a necklace. I wanted it to be a longer chain, so I could actually use it for, like, a cosplay, as it were. Because I'm pretty sure, if you look closely enough, in Robot, Tom has the key. Really long chain with the key on his person, so yeah. But yeah, what else? Oh, another channel update, I guess, if you will, is that I'm gonna sit down for this bit, but because I'm an old man, I've been thinking quite a bit of, since Christmas anyway, I was thinking about doing a video on the Sarah Jane Adventures, like, my thoughts on it, but then also just trying to do it kind of like how I used to do the new series reviews way back when I did those on the channel, even though they've all gone, they're all deleted off the channel now, I'm pretty sure. Because I was going to also say, like, with the new series stuff, the new series stuff of Doctor Who, during the time that Doctor Who wasn't on air, in 2019, I was thinking maybe I could review, like, series 1 through 10, one series per month, and that, which in retrospect would have been really cool to have done on the channel on that, and then also to be able to have sort of catched up or caught up and that, like, lead into series 12, and that would have been pretty cool. But I didn't do that because, everything just it didn't work out that way, I'd say life got on top of me, or life got in the way, but life was just life, and that, good, bad, whatever. It was just, stuff that I needed to get through to do with outside of the YouTube channel, and so I ended up not doing that. But yeah, what was the other thing I was saying? Oh yeah, the Sarah Jane Adventures. Yeah, what I mean by doing it like a new series video, I'd maybe do it in front of the camera, but I'd do it also, what would I also do? I'd also do it in so much as I'd be talking about each series and trying to pinpoint maybe the top 3 or top 2 episodes, and then the bottom 2 episodes, and last, or the bottom 3, bottom 2 episodes, depending on how many episodes there are per series. Depends on whether or not I just do 2 or 3 episodes. But yeah, it's really interesting with Sarah Jane Adventures, because I totally forgot that each episode is half an hour long, but there are two-parters, so they're an hour long actually, like one story across 2 half-an-hour stories, which I think is kind of interesting, really, if anything. Thinking about it though, it might be because they aired both in a week, maybe one at the beginning of the week and the other at the end of the week, or maybe one on a Monday and then the other on like a Wednesday or a Tuesday, maybe even. I can't remember. It's been ages since I actually watched Sarah Jane Adventures, like, as in, like, obviously live, and that. But yeah, what else? What else? I have finally started doing the Rick and Morty colouring book, so I'll colouring in some of the Rick and Morty colouring book, so that's awesome. For my birthday, my mum ordered me this bag, and it finally arrived. This awesome, absolutely awesome Splatoon bag, so that's cool. So I've retired the Deadpool bag, which I think I had between 4 to 6 years, anywhere between 4 and 6 years. So that's good long lifespan for the for a bag, at least I think so. Anyway, but yeah, mentioning the reconnaissance and all. Battle damage the Dalek thing is interesting, because I'm waiting on those figures, that wave of figures. I will review them on the channel, of course, of this recording. Ideally, you should have seen the 13th Doctor TARDIS. I will have hopefully reviewed that on the channel and that, but yeah. What else? Yeah, it's kind of weird, because I feel like it's been ages since I've done a video in front of the camera, so I think I'm getting a bit more nervous about that, doing that on the channel again, which is weird, because usually when it comes to the YouTube channel, I'm not massively nervous about anything really, which is kind of quite liberating and quite different from my actual life, because I'm surprisingly enough, I'm a person with well, I have a diagnosis of anxiety and depression, and that, other than just the Asperger's. So that's fun. Yeah, talking about that stuff, I have been thinking about doing the next part to Antimatter. I think that's what the episode's called. I can't even remember. It's been that long. But again, mental health reasons, and just, went up to Scotland, then the leak happened, then Scotland leak, then laptop broke. Finally repaired the laptop, but then I guess, yeah, where we're at now is about the mental healthy stuff, and just stuff that specialist autism just went a bit, or has been gone awry. The Friday has kind of gone skew with. So, but I mean the Thursday, the Tuesday I go there is pretty fine. So that's a plus. And that, but yeah, also when, so yeah, it's been a lot of stuff that's just been like, like I had a big backlog of videos basically, piled up, from just because I was still making videos, when the laptop broke, or between Scotland, then the leak and the laptop breaking and all that, and some of the stuff that's recently happened. I've had kind of like between those three things at least. I was still making videos, but then between say the laptop being repaired and the mental healthy stuff now recently, I haven't been doing stuff between the two, I guess. Um, and that's where the issue is currently, I guess. But yeah, um, yeah, I say all this as though my videos take ages or a lot of time to make, or I know they're garbage, but I don't know. I still want to feel some level of pride or some level of I've done something with it. If that makes sense. Like, I don't want to just be like, oh hi guys, whatever, fuck this, this shit episode. The end. But yeah, I mean, I try to be honest as well in my reviews as well, and authentic as well. If there's aspects of stories that I don't like, I'll tell you. I mean, it's just I'm not saying Bolstrek or some of the YouTubers. I'm not gonna just Doctor Who is shit all the time and bloody blah and all this. It's like, because for me, the funny thing is, it's like, when I say I'm a fan of something, I'm a fan of something because I'm a fan of it. I like said thing. Yeah, sure, it's fun to be like, oh yeah, that thing was shit sometimes, but for me, if I said that, I'd get into that pattern of just being like, oh yeah, that's shit. Oh yeah, that's also shit. And that thing, and that thing, and that thing, to the point where it'd be not fun anymore. For me, anyway, but again, that's just me. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. Totally forgot. Totally blanked on that one. Yeah, I hate that when I have something I want to say and I just forget it. Yeah, I think my anxiety and depression has got in the way quite a bit recently, and I think that is annoying and that to say the least. I don't know. It's just a bit, yeah, annoying. Really, that's all I can really say. Uh, I am. I think I am trying and it might take me quite a bit to get back to where I was, but yeah, yeah. That's all I have to say on that, I guess. Yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.